Hi, my name is Natalia and I'm coming to you from Denmark, and this is my podcast where I'm talking about knitting. We also have here now this quarantine in Denmark, so kids are home, my husband is home, we are all home. It's like, feels a little strange, but we have what we have. So my husband take my son for a walk. I don't know how much time I have, but I decided to use this time to try to record this video, because who knows when I have this next time when it's quiet at home. Because to have a 6-year boy at home all the time, he feel bored at home, and there's not really chance to go play outside with another kids or go to kindergarten because they are closed. So now I have this some time for recording. I will use this. First I want to start with what I'm wearing. This is a sweater what I knit last spring. It's called Nordiska by Boyland Knits. I knit this last spring, I think before Easter, so it's around in this time. I cannot really tell what yarn I use for this, because the green yarn, the pattern called for DK yarn, and that what I had in my stash, I can't get gauge with that, so my yarn was too thin. So with this green yarn I hold thin strand of wool yarn, but call it Follow Me, and it's really thin. It's lace weight yarn. I cannot tell exactly how much it is. So this green have like this marled effect, and instead of this yellow I wanted to use another green color, but it hadn't enough contrast with this green color while I was marling this. So I changed this for yellow and was called as my Easter sweater. But I really like this sweater. I like the fit, and I think that in future I maybe will make some sweater this construction. I mean, like top down with raglan and v-neck. Maybe we'll make this v-neck a little longer, because that one look too short for me. But I'm really happy with the sweater. I like green color, and I like with the fit. I'm happy with the fit. Now I want to go to finished object. I think last time when I was recording this t-shirt, it's called Rosewater Tea by Alana Bank. I think she going on Ravelry like Black Cat Knit. I'm not sure, but I will try to make links to my project down below. I make this from sock yarn, what I dye myself using avocado. I don't know how good the colors on the camera, but these have like brownish, pinkish, grayish colors. I really like the fit and the construction. It's look great, and I use really small amount of yarn, because that's my leftovers yarn from this t-shirt, and I just weighed this and I have 44 grams, so I had 200 and I have 44 left, so I use 156 gram. I think it's great, and if I was making long sleeves, that maybe that will take 50 grams more or 60 gram more, so I can get, with this construction I can get sweater with 200 and something. Or if I will make, no, I don't think that construction need different colors. I think that will look strange if I will have a rib in different color. I really like the fit. I block it, I woven in the ends, but I don't make the pictures for the project yet, but I will try to make this now. It's just really hard when all are home and we don't going outside, really like we going outside for short walks or shops or pharmacy. It's really hard when stuff like this is going on and I'm stressed, so no pictures, but I hope to make them soon. My next finished objects is shell by, it's called Gianna by Maria Sosha. I'm looking there because I have in my notes there, and it's also finished. Last time when I was recording I was here, so I made quite big progress from last time when I was recording, but I got some problems with this shell because my yarn what I had for this, I hadn't enough. That's all what I have left, and it's around 4 grams of each color, so I hadn't chance to make last repeat. But all in other test knitters, I was test knitted this shell. All in other don't get this problem, so I believe I had problem with the gauge, or maybe the skins what they start with wasn't full, so the pattern called for 1 color bind off, but I make this 2 colors bind off again just because I was stressed if I will get enough yarn. And I will try to, I don't make the pictures, I block and glue the ends, but I don't make pictures yet, but I will try to make pictures and insert some other of this. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. That was my first time when I was making mosaic knitting, but I'm really happy how it's looking. Now I'm not scared of mosaic knitting anymore. I have one pattern on my Make 9, the Shift Cowl by Andrea Marbury, and it also have mosaic knitting, and I have yarn for this, and I wasn't starting this yet, so I think that now I feel confidence enough to start to making that cowl, and I think that I will start to knit this soon if that quarantine will last long. So that was all my finished objects. So I finished this shawl and this sweater. I'm really happy with that, and now we will move to my work in progress. First, what I have, it's my Villa sweater by Frida Franke. Last time when I showed this to you, I was on a ribbon in the bottom. It's have a split ribbon. It's curling now, but I believe that will block. In the end, it have 2 colors ribbon, and for some reason this take me really long time. I put this on the side, was making other things, and then come back to this and push myself through this ribbon and finish this, finish back and then front, and then pick up first sleeve. It have sleeves also have color work, so I pick up this and I'm making sleeve now. I'm trying this as I go because the pattern calls to make as much repeats that you basically go into the place where you need just to make ribbon and all. So I think that I need 1 more repeat of color work and then we'll go. My biggest problem is that in this size this is 3.5 millimeters needles I use for this, and in this size I have just really strange, I need the small circumference needles for that, and I have really strange needles. They like look like wooden, but and they're not sharp, but they don't really smoothly going through while I'm working on this. So it's really hard. I'm pushing them by fingers all the time. I'm pushing tips by fingers all the time, so I cannot work on this constantly. But I really want to push through this one more repeat and then went to ribbing. So then I will have just one more sleeve and then sweater will be finished. I really like how the yarn feels, and I'm happy with fit of the sweater. So I'm looking forward to finish this. And the sweater still living in my basket because there's no chance I put this, there will be place in some my project bag. So that's all about this sweater. I will try to insert some pictures, maybe of the sleeve, how it's going, that you can see the colors better. Again, I'm using Black Heel Reborn. This is yarn what I bought from my local yarn shop. They are closed now, and but you still can buy yarn from them online. They're shipping really fast, and I know that people all over the world don't have problem with shipping from this. And this is to my colors. On my project page I write all numbers, and again, sweater is called Villa, so you can find this on my project page. My next work in progress is new. I just started this yesterday in evening. This is test knit for Sari Nordlund. When she showed this on her last podcast, I really was interesting. That was a hat and a cowl. They have nice pattern on them, and I really was wanted to make this, so I was waiting when she will make a call for test knitters, and she made this call like 2 days ago, so I signed for this right away. It call it cats. I'm not sure with pronunciation. So I start with the hat. It's have hat and a cowl, and I start with the hat. Hat have it's bottom up construction. So I actually just went through all ribbing and start the pattern on top. But pattern on top, I believe it have like 40 rounds and then decreasing and all. So I truly believe that I will finish this. If not today, then tomorrow we'll be ready to start with cowl. So that's not really much what I can show you, but using this green color fingering yarn. I don't really know the content of this. I think that is wool with nylon, but I don't have a tag anymore, so I just know that that's fingering weight. I like the color. I will try to make some pictures and insert them to show you that, and maybe we'll try to put the pictures how the hat should look. So, but I'm happy with progress. I normally like to make twisted rib, but I decided don't do this time. Just to go with that. And my last work in progress is crochet granny stripe blanket. I make just living in this bag. It's not really project bag, just, I don't know, maybe some traveling bags or something like that. So I decided to go with bluishly gray colors, but then I decided to put some more like light green or greenishly bluish colors. Last time when I was recording, I was here on this gray line, and I'm basically making 2 lines of one colors, and sometimes I'm just making lines when I have, like this one for example, when I have leftovers from previous when I used these colors previously and I know that I don't have enough of them, so I just combining all them together and making line like that. So that's how it's growing for now. I really like to work on this, but normally I'm working with this in evening when we're watching some movies and I don't want to be counting and don't need to see all clearly. Then I'm just counting that there should be 3 going in one hole and 1. So that's my progress with this. I'm really happy that I started this blanket and really happy how it's growing. There's project page for this blanket. I cast on something like more than 200 stitches. I don't know how much exactly, but there's on my page, and that's quite wide. Oh, I just remembered that I make a socks also this week and I forgot them. Just a second, I will come back with them. Okay, so I found them. Last Friday, it was 13th of March, I went on, normally every evening I'm checking the Ravelry if there was some new patterns or forums what I'm participating in, if there was some news. And then I see that there was a call for making the socks, and there was a free pattern. It was by Beatrice Ostson. So I decided to participate in that, and I used yarn from my stash. It's like this colorful yarn. I have quite a lot this yarn in my stash. I was knitting shorty socks in this year previously, so I just decided to use something what I had. And the call started Friday, and I see this Friday evening, so I knew that if I need to go and shopping for the yarn, that will take long. And at that time we already had quarantine, and the shops at that time was full of the people because all was stressed and was shopping. So I wasn't going to the shop. I just get some yarn what I have in my stash. I will try to, there will be project page for this socks, and I will put the name of yarn there because I don't have tack with me here. So, but I'm really happy how the socks turn out. Pattern was called for 2x2 rip, but I decided to make this 2x2 through the back loop. So that's take me a lot much more time, but I like how it's look. So I don't know how I can show you that right, but they wasn't blocked yet, and that's take me 2 days, beating basically mostly jizz on them and some my crochet blanket to finish them in time, because all people was starting day before and I missed that time. But I'm really happy how they turn off. This heel, I was trying this construction first time, but it fit great and it was easy to knit, so I really like it. I will try to insert pictures, and there's also pictures of them on my Instagram. There will be link to my Ravelry group and to my Instagram down below. So actually I have 3 finished objects, what wasn't expected, but we will see how much time I will have to knit more, because my kids are home. My daughter have study online. They switch schools to study online, but kindergarten don't have any online interruptions, so my son is home all time, and I'm spending time with him as much as I can, and that's not a lot of time for me just to knit when you have family all around. Sometimes my husband spending more time with the kid that I have sometimes for myself, but I'm quite stressed now, so that's not it's hard for me now to do some complicated knitting, but I'm looking forward to knit this hat and a cowl and finish my villa sweater. And I have some plans to record some videos about my Make 9, because that's already 3 months in 2019, so I want to find out how much I make. And I was also planning to make a video about all my sweaters, because I make quite a lot of them, and I want to make a video about which pattern I was using, what yarn, and do I'm happy with them or no. So other of this, stay healthy and safe, and I will record next time when that will be possible. For now, have a nice time and nice knitting. Hi.